What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant, and I'm joined by my own Hot Commodity. His name is Ant as well. And you are tuning into our WWE Monday Night Raw recap live from March 10th, 2025 in Madison Square Garden at New York City, New York. And the Garden is a huge place to be in terms of WWE and pro wrestling. WrestleMania 1 was held there, WrestleMania 10, 20. A lot of huge events, a lot of big name wrestlers have appeared there. And usually when WWE goes there, they tend to have a good show and kind of bring all that they can to it.
I'm hoping they have one more WrestleMania in our lifetime there, because that would probably be the only one we could go to.
In our lifetime. God, you think like we're about to die?
Well, no, but they're going to start making them international soon. I could see it happen. I think there's going to be an international WrestleMania in the next couple of years.
Yeah, everything.
But even though the Garden's big, for what WrestleMania does, it's not that big. It would actually be one of the smaller WrestleManias.
Yeah,
so
compared to what we see.
Yeah,
currently.
I mean, like
that's probably why they don't go
this year. Yeah,
it's all about money.
It's the Garden only fits like 20,000, and they had like 80 and 90,000 at the last few WrestleManias. So that's a huge. The tickets would be crazy for them to have to make up for that. So
I wouldn't do it. But I did smoke pot outside of the Garden. That was fun.
That's cool.
And I got scared. I sort of got after the show, I was walking down the steps and there's so many of them that my head started to get dizzy. And I was like, I'm doing something else. And I was able to get on normal ground. I was okay, but it was huge. It was right after COVID, so
yeah, it wasn't legal then.
What?
Was smoking pot legal then?
There were police around. I mean, I didn't sit there and was showing it.
But was it
I think it was 2021.
I don't think so. I think it's only been the last 3 years recreational's been allowed.
It's 2021.
Yeah, we're in 2025 now.
I thought we were 2024 still.
That's 4 years ago.
Well.
Anyway, so yeah, but it's always cool when they go here. Something big is usually going to happen when they're at Madison Square Garden.
But they used to, I feel like this Raw, really nothing big happened. And they the ending probably, but they normally do, back in the day when I was a kid, I remember, Triple H returned at the Garden, and that was a huge, they were, advertising that everywhere. There was, a lot of,
I mean, for right now, it was a pretty big thing, but...
Yeah, but...
It would have been cool to have somebody return.
Yeah, or even, an older,
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
No.
He's gonna be,
no, I think it's gonna happen.
Kind of sexual
I think it's
things.
gonna be a while, but I think it'll happen.
We'll have to see. Well, let's kick off the show. We have Jey Uso taking on Grayson Waller with Austin Theory in his corner. Jey dives onto Waller to start the match. The ending comes when Uso super kicks both Waller and Theory, and then Uso lands a spear, and Jey Uso gets the victory over Grayson. After Austin Theory attacks Jey, but Jey gets the advantage and hits an Uso splash to Austin Theory. And then the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Gunther shows up from behind of Jey and applies a sleeper hold to Jey, and then pretty much just shows his dominance over his WrestleMania opponent. Here's the thing. I was listening to a podcast. It's called, I think, Getting Over. I don't know the actual name of it. And, I do agree with them. This build has been really lackluster for WrestleMania. It's just been Gunther destroying Jey Uso. They still have, 4 weeks to go. But, there really hasn't been anything different. It's just been Gunther just proving that Jey Uso isn't a worthy opponent because, all he does is run down to the ring and then Gunther will run away. But then every time they're in the ring, Gunther always gets the advantage. It's just
well,
and then
on the other hand, though, every time Gunther attacks him, it's from behind.
Yeah, but I mean, who wants to keep seeing that? He said Gunther, and it's also a difference to his character because he's supposed to be the ring general in your face, like, and it's just like it's weird how like he's acting like he's afraid of Jey Uso, and Jey Uso hasn't done anything for Gunther to be afraid of him. Yeah. And on top of that, it's like if Gunther keeps attacking him and attacking him and attacking him, I really don't think it's believable that Jey wins clean at WrestleMania because it's like, why is it that, okay, at WrestleMania he's able to beat him, but every other time he's put in a sleeper hole, he's passed out. At WrestleMania, he's going to get out of the sleeper hole, but it's just like, I think they should build the person before they get to the match rather than build the person in the match.
Well, I noticed like back in the Attitude days, every time people were going to face each other, the weeks before, they would put them in tag team matches against each other.
Yep.
So you'd kind of get a taste of it.
Yeah.
And they haven't really done that lately.
No. And the thing is, I don't know. They also just destroy the wrestlers, and then it's just like, okay, magically they win at the show. It's just like, if you're betting on someone and you have someone continuing to lose, you're not going to bet on that person to win, which is always shock. But like, part of the reason why you're not betting is because you don't think they're that good. It's, you know, so, but what do you think though? Do you think we're 4 weeks away, but do you think Jey is going to win at Mania?
Yeah.
All right. Logan Paul comes out next and, he rips a fan's sign that says "I hate Logan Paul," or I'm sorry, it's not a sign. He rips a shirt. The fan has a "I hate Logan Paul" shirt on, and he rips it off. Paul says Madison Square Garden, AJ Styles is supposed to call me out, but I beat him to the punch. I don't associate myself with people like AJ Styles. And then he asked the comedian Andrew Schulz, who did Andrew come to see? And Andrew says, I came to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And he goes on to tell Logan Paul, no one wants to see you. We like real wrestlers like AJ Styles. And then that's when Logan pulls Andrew over the railing and into the ring. And then AJ Styles runs out, attacks Logan Paul, lands a phenomenal forearm. AJ says, get your ass in this ring. I'm not done with you. But Paul decides to walk off. I thought this was really dumb.
It was. They need to stop the whole thing about Logan's not a real wrestler. Because Logan's an asshole, but he's a fucking awesome wrestler.
Oh, yeah. He's a really good wrestler.
He's amazing. Like, especially for how long he's been doing it. Like, he could be a world champion. Like, he's really good. So, I think they need to find a new angle, you know?
I agree. But I also think that this did nothing for AJ and Logan's storyline. It's like the only reason why Logan and AJ don't like each other is because Logan interrupted him. And now AJ's going to save this random comedian.
Yeah.
It's just like dumb. Like, I'd rather have a different reason for why they're fighting because they're not exactly the same, but they do have a lot of similar styles. Like, they both jump off from the ropes. Mm-hmm. They both do a lot of like, so.
But, I think they'll have a good match.
Yeah. But the build so far, I mean, it's only been 2 weeks that they've been doing this, so we'll see.
They really need to work on storylines.
Yes. We have a tornado tag match next to the New Day taking on Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. New Day toss Rey Mysterio into the ring steps and land a double power bomb to Dragon Lee on the floor. Dragon Lee then Hurricane Rana as Xavier Woods off the apron through a table. Dragon Lee then dives on the floor, but Chad Gable, well, I thought it was Chad Gable, someone in a pretty much American-made.
Well, let's look right here. I think it is, but
they're saying it's Rey Fenix.
You got to notice the shoes.
No, that's Rey Fenix. Yeah. Rey Fenix is Penta's partner.
Because it shows in the back. The shoes make it. You got to see who the shoes are.
What do you mean?
Because the shoes are really bright. And Chad Gable's wearing different sneakers.
Yeah, but they want you to do that. They want you to because backstage, and we'll get there in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyways, a guy comes out wearing an American-made mask, and he attacks Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee and lands a German suplex to Rey Mysterio on the floor, leading New Day to hit a double stomp to Rey. So I thought it was Chad Gable, but after what I've seen online and the backstage segment later on, I don't think it's him.
It's too obvious.
But this is an okay match. I like these two teams going at it. But this is just basically a way to bring this new character into the ring and get involved here. Judgment Day are backstage. Dominik was able to get Finn Balor.
That guy you were talking about, is that who was Penta's partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just he's done with AEW. Mm-hmm. So Dominik got Finn Balor in an Intercontinental title match next week on Raw. Finn hugs Dominik, and I don't know. I have a feeling Dominik is going to screw Finn Balor in this match.
Oh, they're definitely going to turn on Finn. There's definitely a new member coming. They've been, talking about it for weeks. Every time, Dominik definitely gave the look to Finn when they were hugging. You could tell by the way Liv acts. They're definitely going to turn on Finn.
I definitely agree. Definitely. Big words there. We said that 5 times. Definitely. WWE Champion Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody says Madison Square Garden is the home base of WWE. Oh. John Cena accomplished so much here. He can't be here tonight. I don't begrudge John Cena for being a part-timer. What does bother me is the day after Elimination Chamber, he went to social media and said to be disciplined even if you don't want to do it. At some point, you need to sit down, you moron. John Cena used to be best for business, but the business has changed. 17 does not happen, but I get the heartbreaking privilege of beating my hero and will realize I'm the captain now. I liked his promo on SmackDown better, but he is basically saying to John Cena, I'm in control now. I'm the one that pretty much is you, but in this generation. What did you think of this promo?
Well, I mean, there's only so much he can say right now. There's not. I mean, it just started. So, I guess for it, an initial promo, it's okay. I find Cody's promos very, I know he's the face and the new John Cena, but they're just so goody all the time. It gets very lame and boring. But I'm hoping that I think John Cena's heel turn is going to be heel turn. So I think I'm looking forward to him doing some dirty stuff to him. And, maybe Cody will sink to his level,
Doing dirty stuff. Moving on, we have a number 1 contendership match for the Women's Intercontinental title. One half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez, defeats Bayley here with some help from Liv Morgan. Raquel hits a Tijuana bomb. Or was it Tijuana bomb to Bayley. And we will see Raquel Rodriguez challenge Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Do you think Raquel will win there and become the new Women's Champion? That would be kind of cool. Would be a double champion. 2 belts, Raquel.
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay. Chad Gable is being interviewed backstage, and he's claiming he didn't do anything. And we see the man with the mask while Chad Gable's on camera, the man in the mask is being led off by guards and police. So they're trying to make us question, is it someone different? Did Chad Gable maybe pay someone to, we don't know. So that's pretty much speculation there. And I think it's going to be Rey Fenix, and he's going to be an anti-luchador. Next, we have WWE World Women's Champion, Io Sky. She comes out, and she gets interrupted by both Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Bianca and Rhea argue, and as they argue, they kind of both push past Io, and then Io slaps the shit out of both of them and leaves. Io making a statement that pretty much doesn't matter, who you are, I'm still the champion. Do you think this will lead to a 3-way?
I'm thinking, yeah.
And who do you think would win?
Probably Bianca.
Do you think Bianca?
Yeah.
Okay. There's people are saying, and this could be false, that Triple H is upset with Rhea Ripley, and that's why she lost. But
why?
They didn't say. But
I can't see them like taking the belt from her as a
She slapped the shit out of Bianca.
As a punishment. I don't buy that. I heard that Rhea needs some time off.
Maybe that's why he's mad. All right, we're here for our main event, the steel cage match, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. And this is really good here. There was a moment where both men opened the doors, sort of showed them the opportunity to leave, and they didn't want to leave. In most cage matches, they try to escape quickly and get out of it, but these two just wanted to fight and pretty much kill each other. Seth hits a super stomp, and the doors shut, and Roman Reigns returns, pulls Seth Rollins out to the floor. Seth Rollins gets the victory. After Roman Reigns Superman punches and spears Seth Rollins, also landing a stomp on the floor to Seth. And then in the ring, we see CM Punk and Paul Heyman talking to each other, and Roman kind of laughs, but you can tell he's pissed by this. So Roman gets into the ring, tosses CM Punk into the cage, and lands a spear. And the OTC is back, and he's laid out both Seth Rollins and CM Punk here. What do you think of all this?
I see a definite three-way for
a triple threat.
Yeah.
Who do you think would win that?
I hope not Punk, but I'm thinking maybe Roman. Roman needs it. Roman needs it. But I would like to see Roman or Seth.
Okay. I thought the main event was good. It wasn't terrible. I liked the way Roman Reigns came out, and we knew, I knew he was coming back for sure. And I said it last week with the steel cage, all of that. But I did like the way they played it out, the way he just came up from behind and pulled them out. I wasn't expecting that. But we've covered all of Raw. The biggest takeaways from this episode was, like we just said, Roman Reigns returning and destroying both Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Oh, Roman also let Seth win. He won the match by pulling him out of the cage.
Yep. We don't know what Paul Heyman and CM Punk were talking about. We saw Io Sky pretty much challenge both Bianca and Rhea Ripley without saying it for WrestleMania. We have the new masked luchador attacking Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Raquel Rodriguez is the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Title.
And we know next week Cody and John Cena will both be on Raw.
Yep, and where are they going to be? Germany, I think.
Yes.
So we're on the road to WrestleMania, clearly.
And Raw is a special time next week. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. What was your favorite moment from this episode of Raw? And yeah, check out our other videos.
My favorite moment was watching it with you.
Oh, that's sweet. That was mine too. Watch our other videos. Attitude Era. We've got a lot coming your way.
Just take us in.
Take us all in. Well, until next time, everybody, stay safe and stay uncensored.